All right, so we're out on a ride today. I was just on the interstate. We were gonna head a little bit down further, Louisiana border or whatever. You can see it looks like it's about to rain, but I was on the interstate for a little while and it's quite backed up there, as you can see. So we decided to get off right here. This is the Space Center, but you know, I figure we're gonna get off and go down here and take the beach all the way back home. You can see all these people are getting off the interstate. I don't know what, must be a big wreck up there or something. So instead of sitting in it, we'll go off here. But what I wanted to do is come off, take you guys on a ride, and just show you some of my mods on the NC. That's the goal for today's video, is to go on a nice short ride and talk about the mods. I'm gonna stop and show you all the mods. There you go, another rider. And just talk about, show you the mods on my NC. It's been a while. Well, number one, it's been a while since I've uploaded, but it's been a while since I really gave you a walk around on my NC750. I've had the bike for, man, I'd be lying, maybe what, 6 months? Something around there, maybe a little more or something, I don't know. I've put 2,651 miles on the bike. I've been loving every minute of it, absolutely love it. And I have the bike pretty much built out to exactly what I want. So I feel like what better time to talk about it than now, since I pretty much have it complete. So anyways, I'm not too sure which road we're on. I've never been down this road. I've been to that Space Center that was back there, but I've never gone down here. So, but I'm pretty sure it goes all the way down to the water once we find out how to get to the water. And I'll find a nice spot to stop, get off the bike, get the camera in hand and talk to you guys. But anyways, we're just going to enjoy this gorgeous day to ride. It was weird because back there it looked like it was going to start storming, but down here it looks absolutely gorgeous. It is pretty hot. It is pretty hot. What do you expect down here in the south, right? But anyways, let's ride. We'll find a nice spot, get off the bike, and talk about some mods. All right, so I finally found a spot. Unfortunately, not by the beach. I drove down by the beach over there and it was just crowded, cars and people everywhere. So I figured it would have just kind of, you know, I don't know, just wouldn't have been the best shot, kind of loud and everything. I honestly have no idea. If you look where we are here, it's just like this abandoned lot right here, as you see. We're down in, I think, like Bay St. Louis or something like that. And over here, I bet there was some stuff over there. Everywhere I was riding, there's all these just flat slabs of houses. When Hurricane Katrina came over here, it flattened everything like crazy. And I'm sure that's exactly what we're staying on here. It looks like a parking lot to an old, I don't know, I bet if we walk out there or something, we'll see the slab to it. Maybe we'll check it out. But right now, like I said, we're going to be talking about the mods on my NC750X 2021 model DCT. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll talk about what I have done to my bike. All right, so let's go and start at the front and we'll work our way around. And number one, what you're seeing is the Givi windshield. Now, I had this other windshield on there. Man, I forget the name of it. I got it off eBay. It was only like $100. This one was a little bit more. This one came in around, I believe, 150. But let me tell you what, I don't know what it is about this one, but it definitely just blocks the air and just breaks the air. You can see the curves right here. It kicks it out. It comes out a little bit wider over here, so it really blocks a lot of the air hitting you. I love it. It swoops up at the top here, actually, and I don't have to use that clip-on visor that I used to use. Really fantastic windshield. If you have an NC750, do not question it. Go with this one. The stock one's down to here. This is like twice the size, and it just breaks the wind so much better. Looking more towards the front right here, well, you're not going to see too much until we actually spin around. Well, you know what? Actually, the tires. I did upgrade my tires. We have the Shinko 705s, and you can see they're still pretty new. I still have some nubs right there and everything. Did a little bit off-road on them. Decent in the sand, much better than stock, hands down. I didn't want big old knobbies because I still ride a lot of road. I love the tires. They're really cheap. You know, they are cheap. They're good on the highway. I rode today going you know, faster than I probably should, and then also back roads and stuff. Great tires if you have the NC750, you want to do a little bit of 50-50 riding, very awesome here. Now when we slide back down underneath this tire, you can see I got the fender extender, and this one's really good. It clips in right there. I had to drill some holes into the stock fender, and then it fits right in there. It doesn't get in the way of my skid plate, which we're going to talk about soon, but if you don't put this on your 750, a lot of sand, if you're off-road, the sand comes up, or me riding on the beach, sand comes up, comes through there, and then comes all the way up through the the dash. It is pretty darn annoying. Now, looking straight forward back, if you can see here, I also have a radiator guard. It does not come with one. That's crazy, because I really feel like this bike should come with one. It's a decent one here, nothing fancy, but as you can see, we have the guard that screws in there. Now, one other thing that you're seeing is the crash bars. I will be lying to you if I tell you a brand right here. Gosh, I'm gonna have the links for everything down in the description, but I really, really like these crash bars. As you can see, they screw in right down there. Simple installation, screw in there, and then up there, and then they block out from the engine over here. They come all the way up over the body. If we swing to the underside, they connect in the middle, as you can see. Then they come over here, and bam, they sit right there. Again, this is a DCT model as well. And as you're seeing, I have the extra lights. I put extra lights on here. Also very easy install. I routed the wires all the way back and put a control up there, which I'll show you here in a second. But as you can see, I got the lights right there, and then the lights on the other side, because the headlight on this bike at night is horrible. Oh my gosh, it's bad. You need these lights. So again, the crash bars with the lights, much improved. Taking a look at the skid plate. As you can see, SW Mototech, set for the DCT. This thing is massive. If we go all the way under here, you can see it goes down there, comes up to here, and then all the way up there. And again, it just blocks everything. The horn sticks out right there. It is a fantastic skid plate. It was expensive. Man, I don't remember the price, but again, it was very pricey for a skid plate for sure. Looking down here at the kickstand, little tiny mod, just a little NC750X, little kickstand, whatchamacallit extender, something like that. Coming up, one thing I did try here, I took them off. I put the lowering pegs and extenders, but they come out here, then they lower, then they go out. So after it came out here and then lowered, it was really annoying because you had that gap, then your peg went down. So your foot is initially out here instead of in there. So I haven't found any good lowering pegs yet. Now coming down the side of the bike right here, you see I have the Givi side racks. I forget what size these are. They are pretty big. Let me get my keys and I will pop them open if I can tell which key. Wrong one. That's for the back case. Here we go. And it'll pop it open. Now you see, this is one thing I really don't like about these side cases, how they open like that. I think that is the craziest, most ridiculous invention ever. I think all cases should open from the top. As you see, you need a bag in here or all your stuff's going to fall out. Now you can fill that side, which is quite a bit, and then you can fill this side and then close it up. But also when it's on a slant, it doesn't close very easy. Very solid. I love the case. The quality of them is fantastic. I just don't like the functionality of them. Now looking back here, I had the Givi 47, also with the backrest. I don't ride with passengers, but I wanted it to be complete. And again, it's really nice if I ever wanted a passenger just to put something back there. Again, this is the Givi 47 case. I also have the lights at home. I haven't installed them yet. It looks like an intimidating installation. So let's pop this one open and you can see it's big. What do we have in here? We have some Golden Flake Sweet Heats. Guys, these are fantastic. A vest for whenever it rains, some rain gear, a hat. That's it. And then my cooler with some drinks in there and everything. But this case is massive. You can fit 2 full-size helmets plus some in there. Swing it around further. No upgrades to the exhaust or anything. As you can see, all stock right there. We got our skid plate again, our lights, and our crash bars. The rear tire, I don't know if I showed you the rear Shinko. Just looking at it, you can see the tread is pretty nice. I really like these tires. Again, they're cheap, so we'll have to see how much they last. I've probably put 1,000 miles on them so far and really happy with them. Now, just a quick pan and let me get you back to the front of the bike here. So getting right here, this is a big thing. Not this little deal here, but the seat. It is a seat concepts, as you can see here. And it's so much better than the stock one. The stock one kind of sloped just a hair. This is much bigger, but be careful. If you're shorter, this does raise you up. Between this and the Shinkos, it's hard to flat foot this with both feet now. Now I have to do a little bit of tippy toes. Before, without this and the Shinkos, I could flat foot it. I only did the front. The back one comes with a cover, but as you can see, I did not do the cover. I think it looks perfectly fine just like that. But great upgrade here. Really, really good upgrade. I really like this one. This is just a little cheap $20 thing off Amazon. It lets the air flow so my buns don't get sweaty. It's amazing for this price. It's amazing. Coming up here, we have my case bag. Now this one I'm pretty proud of here, okay? This is Cortec. This is just random one off Amazon. I believe it was like 90 bucks. I'm gonna unsnap it there, as you can see. And this is the cool thing here. So again, this is just a basic tank bag, but you know with the NC750, we have the frunk in here. So you really can't strap it around and everything. So what I did is went to a little shoe shop, it was a shoe repair shop, and asked them to stitch on this Velcro right here. And then I took that Velcro and just placed it right here. Now this is ugly. I agree, that's hideous. But again, I really wanted a tank bag, and this tank bag always stays on. It never comes off, you know? Like, if I take those off, fine, but this is always with me. So we take that off. Now it also straps down, and it doesn't budge at all. Really, really nice. So of course, you all know we have the frunk and the NC, and in here, this is where I keep stuff that I always need. I got a tire repair kit, I got some tools, whatever charging in there, or I can route it up to my phone. But in the frunk is stuff I always need that I never touch, that never comes out. It's always there, you know? And if I mean, I got so much storage on this bike, I don't really need the frunk for that. The frunk is like my emergency trunk. And then again, that just flops on there, straps down, doesn't budge. I love it in this bag. It fits perfect. It really fits nice with the bike. I think it looks really nice here. But there's, you can fit so much in there. I got a GoPro. Yep, just dropped that. My helmet mount that I use. And then sweat rag, some tissue, some gloves, my bike alarm lock. A lot of GoPro stuff and extra gloves. Nothing crazy in there. My wallet and all that, you know. This is something that I think you need on your NC. It makes it so much more convenient because it's right there. As great as the frunk is, it got annoying having to undo it every single time. It really did. Sounds lazy, but that's how it was. Coming up more to the front, I have a GoPro mount sitting right there if I want some forward driving shots. This thing I love, guys. I love this. My little cup holder here. What is this by? Like Kemimoto, I believe. Really cheap off Amazon, but you can take your drink, put it in there, and it just cinch it tight and it stays there. So again, if you just stop real quick, bam, you can get your drink out. Stinking love this thing. It doesn't get in the way of any of your turning. Speaking of that, turning, as you see, I do have bar risers right here. They raise and scooch a little bit forward, actually, so they're not just risers, come a little forward. And it's really nice because sitting on the bike now with the combination of everything, you really get an upright sitting position. You're not leaning forward or anything. Much more comfortable for long rides. Speaking of that, I've been on the road for like 2.5 hours today. Not a single cramp or anything like that. Super duper comfortable. Hand guards off Amazon. Just some basic ones. I believe they're even for the NC750, but they fit on so many different bikes. They're like a universal one. I just love them. They look good on the bike. They're simple. Again, they're not, you know, they're just plastic. So they're not ones to meant to go serious off-road and drop your bike. It's just really blocking your hands. Like if you're on a highway or something like that, maybe a brush or a rock coming up to you, you know, it blocks that. Really like those. Up here, oh, there's the switch for the fog lights I had up there, or the side lights, but again, it's routed to the bike, so it's got to be powered on to flicker on. It's not routed through the stock lights, which is really nice. I like being able to control them separate. Let's go on and get my phone off here. There we go. So we got my phone off. As you see, I got my mount. This is a really cheap one. I've used this on multiple bikes. You guys have probably seen it in many of my videos, but the thing I love about it is if you see over here, there's a rubber grommet there. There on every single side is a little rubber deal. What that is, so whenever it's shaking, your camera's not banging around, it's rather just flowing with it, because the cameras in your phones, they got the little lenses and stabilization and all that stuff. So if those move constantly, you're gonna ruin your camera. With these little rubber deals, it prevents that. It just flows rather than bounces. And I also put that bar up there so I can mount it like that. When I mounted it on my steering wheel, it did get in the way of my steering here, but with that bar up there, it's perfect. It got my information of my bike, and then up here, bam, my phone. It works out perfect. And just randomly, I don't know if anybody's interested, but as far as my helmet, I use HJC I90. I just love these. I use multiple HJC helmets. This is a modular one. The other one I use is the one that's not half helmet, but it comes down and then the screen just comes all the way down. I stinking love HJC helmets. They're comfortable, they're affordable. It's just all around good, solid helmet. And then I use the Cardo 4X comms. One other thing I gotta shout out here, which is just totally weird, but these shoes, guys. Yo, I love these shoes. It seems like a sponsor plug, right? It's not. These Shima shoes, I love them because they just unvelcro and they zip down. Yo, I mean, they're hard. They're hard up here, and then you got that ankle support and everything, but they walk just like a regular shoe, and they're fantastic for riding. You got the shift lever if you need it. Of course, I don't because we're riding DCT, But again, these shoes are stinking fantastic for riding. So there we go, all of the mods on my NC750, and I probably look like a crazy person. Everyone that comes through here, and there's a stop sign right out there, they stop, and you can see them peering out and leaning over out their window, seeing what the heck's going on. Why is that dude on that abandoned lot? You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, all the mods on my NC750. Again, I think I feel like I'm pretty much complete on this bike. The one thing I might do is put some different grips, different handlebar grips on right there. Those are kind of firm. I like something a little bit squishier, you know. But again, I'm really happy where this bike is. I love this bike, and I love it even more how I have built it out. The most expensive mod, you might be asking, well, easily is the GV cases for sure. I believe that top case alone is like 400 something bucks. It's nuts, you know, but the GV combination with the racks, the sides, and the top, that's definitely the most expensive. Then it goes into the skid plate and the crash bars and whatnot. But again, this is a perfect built NC750X in my eyes. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. What would have you done different? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Did I do a little bit too much? I'm really curious. I want to know what you guys think. So please let me know down in the comments. But you know what? I'm really curious if we can find that lot. Because again, as you see, right? It's all that. Oh, this grass is deep, guys. This grass is super deep. See, I don't think, oh, it's kind of swampy. I don't think we're gonna go back here because it is kind of swampy. Let's see. No. You can see all sorts of trails. We're probably gonna do like a bum compound, a little campground. Oh, so is that it over there? I don't know if I want to go all the way back there, guys. Here, hold on. Let's go this way. But you can see the whole thing. It's fenced off over there. But I want to come down here. Let's go around this side. And I just want to see. Yo, it got so sloshy back there. I forgot to flip my microphone so you hear me talk from the back and catch up in the front. I forgot to flip my microphone around. Oh my God. So they got all these old palm trees and stuff. Oh, look at this. So here's the main entrance. Okay. So this is a walkway up. And then it keeps going. I can see the foundation up there. All right, so let's go around here and see what there is. I also flipped around my microphone, so hopefully you can hear me better. So we see that there's some wires coming out. So we can see there's the foundation built up and some bricks, palm trees. Yeah, so you can see how all this land was cleared once. I was hoping we could find signs of what it was. That would have been cool. But it's weird how there's just a bunch of trees in there and nothing over here, big sloshy area. That's what's weird. But you can see there's all this piping under here. But it's just so strange how there's so many trees there and nothing anywhere else. It's just empty. Well, all right, this has turned from moto vlog, moto mods into abandoned exploration vlog. Right? I don't know what I'm doing, right? That's the fun thing about motorcycle riding. You never know what you're gonna see, what you can get out there. Just ride and explore and enjoy the ride, and what you see along the way is that's what was that? Did you guys hear that? This grass is so tall, I bet there's like snakes and stuff in here. But anyways, that is the fun about motorcycle riding, is coming across what you never know what you're coming across. You know what I mean? All in all, guys, I've lost complete track of this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like my NC. Let me know what you think again, and I hope I catch you in the next adventure. Bye now.